Hello. Imagine a world where history hides a secret so vast it could unravel time itself. Beneath the glow of these embers, a chilling truth whispers. The Dark Ages, 1,000 years branded as lost, might be a lie of fog woven by unseen hands to conceal a vibrant past. What if the Catholic Church, rising from Rome's ashes, locked away discoveries, silenced scholars, and reshaped memory to hold power? Tonight we'll drift through 3 forgotten tales, peeling back the shadows to uncover hidden truths. From a myth of darkness to vanished centuries to secrets buried in Vatican vaults, let the flames guide you into a past they didn't want you to know. Settle in, let your mind wander, and ask, what if history isn't what it seems? Picture yourself in 476 CE, standing in a quiet village as the Western Roman Empire crumbles. The air is thick with uncertainty, yet the stars above burn bright. History tells us this moment sparked a millennium of darkness, a time of chaos, ignorance, and silence called the Dark Ages. But what if this emptiness is an illusion, a veil drawn by those who shaped the past? Welcome to our journey's first step, where we unravel the myth of the Dark Ages. Was it truly a barren era, or a vibrant chapter buried by the Church's hand? Let's step into the shadows and find the light they hid. The term Dark Ages was born in the 1330s when an Italian scholar named Petrarch gazed back at the centuries after Rome's fall and saw a void, no learning, no progress, just superstition and mud. Soft chuckle. It's as if history hit the snooze alarm for 1,000 years. By the 19th century, historians doubled down, painting 476 to 1450 CE as a bleak wasteland to make the Renaissance shine brighter. But this label feels too neat, too convenient. Who decided an entire continent slept for a millennium, and why? The answer points to the Catholic Church, rising like a lone beacon after Rome's collapse. But was its light meant to guide or to blind? Let's travel to that so-called Dark Era. Picture Edric, a farmer in 8th century Europe, his breath misting under a crescent moon. He's not just tilling soil. He's mastering the 3-field crop rotation system, a medieval breakthrough. By dividing his land, planting one field, resting another, and leaving a third, fallow Edric doubled harvests, fueling villages and markets. That's not stagnation. It's a revolution that fed Europe for centuries, like inventing a medieval app for abundance. By 1088, the University of Bologna buzzed with scholars debating law, medicine, and theology. Romanesque cathedrals, with their soaring stone arches, rose across Europe, showcasing engineering that still awes us. Hardly the work of a snoozing continent, right? The Church played a dual role here. Monks in monasteries, like silent guardians, preserved ancient texts, Aristotle's logic, Virgil's poetry, copying them by hand in flickering candlelight. St. Jerome, a 4th century scholar, translated the Bible into Latin, shaping Christianity for ages, as one historian notes. These efforts saved knowledge during invasions, when barbarian swords threatened to erase the past. But there's a catch. The Church didn't save everything. Imagine Brother Anselm, a monk in a chilly scriptorium, his quill scratching across parchment. He's copying a Roman philosopher's text when his abbot looms, only scripture and some. The rest is forbiddance. Secular works, science, poetry, philosophy were often locked away or left uncopied. Ecclesiastical Latin, a language only priests understood, became a paywall on wisdom, keeping kings and peasants alike in the dark. While Europe was branded dark, other civilizations dazzled. In Baghdad's House of Wisdom, Persian scholar Al-Khwarizmi invented algebra, building on Greek and Indian texts preserved when Europe's libraries faltered. His algorithms, yes, the root of that word, still shape our world. Jewish philosopher Maimonides, in 12th century Spain, wrote medical treatises so advanced they were banned by the church. Yet they saved lives, and Hildegard of Bingen, a German mystic, composed music and scientific works, her voice rising despite clerical control. It's as if the universe had a secret library, safeguarding knowledge when one door slammed shut. These voices, Islamic, Jewish, female, show that truth endured even when silenced. So why call it the Dark Ages? The Church, centered in the Vatican, became Europe's gatekeeper after 476. Monasteries were like ancient vaults, storing knowledge but deciding who could access it. The Vatican Secret Archives, with 50 kilometers of shelves, hold documents from the 8th century, some say maps, forbidden texts, even proof of a brighter past. But access is restricted, fueling whispers of a cover-up. Did the church paint the era dark to cast itself as the light? Yet, let's balance this. Monks preserved classical works when chaos reigned, ensuring some wisdom survived. So why the secrecy? Were they protecting faith or power? This brings us to a deeper truth. Picture Esclarmonde de Foix, a 13th century Cathar leader, whispering forbidden teachings in a hidden cave. Her sect, defying the church, was crushed in the Albigensian Crusade, their texts burned. Yet her defiance, like Hildegard's music or Maimonides' writings, shows resilience in the face of silence. These rebels remind us that truth persists even under a heavy veil. There's a lesson here for us. In our own lives, we face shadows, doubt, misinformation, barriers. Like Edric's crops or Esclarmonde's courage, we can adapt, question, and grow no matter the fog around us. Curiosity is our spark, lighting the way through any darkness. Was the Dark Ages a time of slumber or a vibrant era cloaked by a manufactured myth? The evidence, cathedrals, universities, global scholarship suggests a light that never faded, only hidden. The church's control raises questions. What truths were locked away? As the flames dance, let's keep searching. Our next tale dives deeper. What if 300 years of history were erased entirely? The phantom time hypothesis claims the timeline itself is a lie. Sounds like history's greatest plot twist, doesn't it? Join us to uncover if centuries vanished and what the church might hide in its vaults. For now, let the fire's warmth lull you as we prepare to question time itself. As the embers glow wraps you in warmth, the flames murmur a secret that could unravel time itself. We've uncovered the myth of the Dark Ages, revealing a vibrant era hidden by the church's hand. But what if the deception cuts deeper, a timeline stitched with invisible thread? Missing centuries? Imagine waking tomorrow to learn it's not 2025, but 1725. because 300 years of history never happened. This is the phantom time hypothesis, a theory so bold it feels like a cosmic riddle. Did the Catholic Church, wielding control over chronicles and calendars, erase an entire era to shape the past? Settle in, let the fire's rhythm guide you, and let's explore whether time itself was rewritten. This wild idea comes from German historian Heribert Illig, who in the 1990s claimed the years 614 to 911 CE were fabricated, 297-year gap inserted into history's pages. It's as if someone hit copy-paste on the timeline. Illig argued that Holy Roman Emperor Otto III and Pope Sylvester II, a scholar monk, fudged the dates to align their reigns with the year 1000 CE, a divine milestone. Why? To cement their power as God's chosen rulers. The evidence is eerie. Historical records from 614 to 911 are sparse, like a book with missing chapters. Archaeological finds from this period are scarce, and some chronicles repeat stories as if history was recycled. Even stranger, medieval eclipse records say, a darkened sky noted in 800 don't always match modern calculations, off by decades. Could the Church have doctored the timeline? Picture Brother Edwin, a monk in a 9th century monastery, his breath misting as he writes by candlelight. He's chronicling Charlemagne's reign, but his abbot whispers, add a century. Edwin, make our emperor eternal. Illig pointed to Charlemagne, crowned in 800 CE, whose story mirrors Constantine's 4th century rise. Both unified empires, spread Christianity, and built grand legacies. It's like history's copy-paste job. The Julian calendar, used then, drifted 10 days off by the 16th century, fixed only by the Church's Gregorian reform in 1582. Such errors could hide years, even centuries. As one source notes, the scarcity of records from 614 to 911 compared to detailed Islamic or Chinese chronicles fuel suspicion. Did the Church, controlling Europe's quills, rewrite time itself? It's as if they hacked the calendar app of history. But let's ground this. Historians reject Illig's theory, and for good reason. Tree ring dating, or dendrochronology, shows unbroken growth patterns from 614 to 911, matching the standard timeline. Viking ship burials and Abbasid Caliphate. Records align with Tang Dynasty chronicles from China, weaving a global tapestry too tight to unravel 300 years. It's like trying to delete a season from a streaming series someone would notice, yet the gaps persist. Why so few European records? Why do some popes like Sabinian or John XIV have biographies thinner than a parchment's edge, existing only in Vatican notes? The Church's grip on time through calendars and chronicles raises questions. Were they shaping history or merely filling blanks? The Church didn't just control faith. It governed time itself. Imagine Brother Edwin again, now gazing at the stars with an astrolabe, calculating Easter's date through Computus, a blend of astronomy and theology. His abbot warns, keep those stars secret. Edwin only we read the heavens. The Vatican Observatory, one of the oldest, tracked celestial events, but its records were private, as historians note. The Church's calendars, from Julian to Gregorian, set Europe's rhythm, but discrepancies like misdated eclipses hint at manipulation. Islamic astronomer al-Battani, in 9th century Raqqa, charted stars with precision that Europe ignored. His work preserved despite church censorship. These gaps in Europe's record, contrasted with global clarity, make Illig's theory tantalizing, even if improbable. Now, meet those who defied this control. Picture Esclarmonde de Foix, a Cathar leader, in a 13th century cave, her candle casting shadows as she whispers dualist beliefs, good versus evil, free from church doctrine. The Cathars, often led by women, held secret gatherings, preserving truths the Vatican crushed in the Albigensian Crusade. As one source recounts, their texts were burned, but their defiance endured, like a spark in the night. The Knights Templar, founded in 1119, also guarded secrets rumored maps, mystical rituals that threatened the Church, leading to their 1312 downfall. It's like they ran a medieval underground network, smuggling wisdom past the censors. These rebels show that truth persists even when buried. Let's reflect as the flames murmur. The phantom time hypothesis, though unlikely, challenges us to question the timeline we're handed. Tree rings and global records anchor history, but the Church's control over chronicles sparks doubt. What was hidden in those sparse years? Esclarmonde's courage and al-Battani's stars remind us to seek truth, even when it's veiled. In our lives, we face curated narratives, news, algorithms, facts shaped by unseen hands. Like those medieval rebels, we can question, probe, and persist. Curiosity is our compass, guiding us through any fog. Was 300 years erased? Or is the phantom time hypothesis a captivating what if? The evidence leans against it, but the questions linger. As the ember's glow surrounds us, our final journey awaits. The Vatican Secret Archives, where secrets could rewrite history. Sounds like a cosmic vault heist, doesn't it? Join us to uncover what lies locked away and whether the Templars' treasures hold the key. For now, let the flames lull you as we prepare to dive deeper. If this tale stirred your curiosity, subscribe to join us for more hidden histories. Let's keep seeking the truth together. As the flames whisper, wraps you in warmth, we stand at the edge of history's deepest secret. We've shattered the Dark Ages myth, revealing a vibrant era, and questioned whether 300 years vanished from time's tapestry. Now we descend into a vault where truth slumbers, the Vatican Secret Archives. A labyrinth beneath Rome said to guard forbidden knowledge. Picture a scholar, her lantern trembling, glimpsing a scroll that could rewrite the past maps of lost lands. Gospels silenced, secrets of a brighter age. Did the Catholic Church hide these truths to shape history's story? Tonight we'll probe these shadowed shelves, honor silenced voices, and ask, what lies locked away and why? Let the ember's pulse guide you as we seek the light they buried. The Vatican Secret Archives are real, stretching over 50 kilometers of shelves, holding documents from the 8th century to today. Imagine corridors of ancient stone, lined with codices and scrolls, accessible only to a chosen few under tight control. Historians note they contain papal letters, diplomatic records, and decrees, but whispers speak of more, lost gospels, ancient maps, even proof of a thriving Dark Ages, the Gospel of Thomas, rediscovered in 1945 Nag Hammadi, Egypt, offers teachings of Jesus as a guide to inner truth, challenging church doctrine. Was it hidden to protect faith? The Piri Reis map, drawn in 1513 from older sources, shows Antarctica's ice-free coast, centuries before its discovery. It's like the church built history's ultimate firewall, locking away truths too bright for their narrative. But let's balance this. Most archive contents are mundane tax records, not cosmic secrets. Yet the secrecy fuels suspicion. From 1559 to 1966, the Church's index of forbidden books banned works like Galileo's, deemed dangerous to doctrine. As one source notes, this censorship silenced ideas that didn't fit the Vatican story. Could maps or texts proving medieval advancements lie hidden? The restricted access suggests control, not just preservation. Picture Brother Anselm again, now in a 12th century scriptorium, hiding a forbidden text as his abbot approaches. Only scripture, Anselm, the abbot warns. The church preserved Aristotle and Virgil, but selectively secular knowledge was locked away, accessible only through ecclesiastical Latin, a gate few could pass. Now, let's meet those whose voices were silenced. Imagine Hildegard of Bingen, a 12th century mystic, her quill dancing as she writes music and herbal remedies in her convent. Her works, blending faith and science, were groundbreaking, yet the church controlled their spread, labeling some ideas witchcraft. Her resilience shines, a melody defying silence. In Islamic Spain, Averroes translated Aristotle, sparking Europe's intellectual revival, but his works were banned for challenging theology. Maimonides, a Jewish scholar, wrote medical texts so advanced they were censored, yet they saved lives. It's like they were sneaking wisdom past history's censors. These voices, female, Islamic, Jewish, show knowledge endured, even when suppressed. The Cathars, led by women like Esclarmonde de Foix, defied the church outright. Picture her in a 13th century cave, her candle casting shadows as she teaches dualist beliefs, good versus evil, free from Vatican control. The Albigensian Crusade crushed them, burning their texts as one historian recounts. Yet their defiance lingered like embers under ash. The Knights Templar, founded in 1119, guarded secrets, rumored maps, mystical rituals until their 1312 destruction. These rebels, as sources suggest, preserved truths the church buried. It's as if they ran a medieval resistance, smuggling light through the darkness. Their stories whisper, even in silence, truth finds a way. Let's pause as the flames dance. The Vatican Secret Archives, with their shadowed shelves, hold more than records, they hold questions. Did they hide evidence of a vibrant Dark Ages? The Gospel of Thomas Piri Reis map and censored texts suggest a past richer than we know. Yet mundane records remind us to temper speculation. The resilience of Hildegard Averroes and Esclarmonde teaches us to seek truth even when it's locked away. In our world, algorithms and gatekeepers curate our truths, much like the church's vaults. It's like living in a curated playlist of history. Like those rebels, we can question, persist, and shine. Our journey through a shattered myth, a questioned timeline, and hidden vaults reveals a dark ages far brighter than told, shadowed by those who shaped memory. The Church's control, like today's gatekeepers, crafted a narrative, but voices like Esclarmon's endured. It's a cosmic heist, with truth still waiting to be reclaimed. Comment your thoughts below. As the ember's pulse surrounds us, let this inspire you. Question the story, seek the spark, and shape your own light. Our quest continues. Could the Templars? Lost treasures unlock histories. Final secrets? Subscribe to join us, and let's keep uncovering the past together.